Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Or good morning, or afternoon, or even good now. I've been a fan of ASMR since 2013. I listened to a lot of classics from the 2013-2014. I've enjoyed lo-fi ASMR, and I think ASMR is now going back in that direction. This is a first ASMR video. I figured to kick it off as something simple, something that I enjoy, is where the sidewalk ends. The poems and drawings of Shel Silverstein. I was introduced to this book back was in first grade. Our teacher showed this book and read the poems, and she would show the pictures. I'd be curious about the pictures. Now, the original one will have a white cover, but this is silver. This is a special edition. It's got 12 new poems in there. I got this back in 2020-21 when our daughter was about to be born. When I found out months, and I figured this is something I should have my daughter. I read this book to her every now and then, but she sometimes likes it, sometimes doesn't. And so, okay, let's get into it. Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. Some placeholders in here. Probably mark a favorite poem. Let's see what this one is. This to the side. Hold it to the microphone. Sounds like raindrops. 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 I think you're my wife in the other room, trying to put her daughter to bed. Hopefully this doesn't interfere the audio. The bagpipe who didn't say no. It was 9 o'clock at midnight, at 3:15, when a turtle met a bagpipe on the shore side by the sea. And the turtle said, "My dearie, may I sit with you? I'm weary." And the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, "I have walked this lonely shore. I have talked to the waves and pebbles, but I've never loved before. Will you marry me today, dear?" It is no, you're going to say, dear. But the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to his darling, "Please excuse me if I stare, but you have the plattest skin, dear, and you have the strangest hair. And if I begged you pretty please, love, could I give you just one squeeze, love?" And the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, "Ah, you love me. Then confess. Let me whisper in your dainty ear, I'll hold you to my chest." And he cuddled her and teased her, and so lovingly he squeezed her. And the bagpipe said, "Oh, God." Said the turtle to the bagpipe, Did you honk or bray or neigh, or say, or for when you're kissed is such a heartless thing to say? Is it that I have offended? Is it that our love is ended, and the bagpipe didn't say no. Said the turtle to the bagpipe, shall I leave you, darling wife? Shall I waddle off to Woden? Shall I crawl out of your life? Shall I move, depart, and go, dear? Oh, I beg you, tell me, no, dear. But the bagpipe didn't say no. So the turtle crept off, crying. He never came back no more, and he left the bagpipe lying on that smooth and sandy shore. And some night, when the tide is low, just walk up and say, hello there, and politely ask the bagpipe if this story is really so. I assure you, darling children, that the bagpipe won't say no. If you hear another voice, it's probably my wife putting her daughter to bed. Let's do a short one real quick. Oh, drats. Can anyone lend me 2 80-pound rats? I want to rid my house of cats. You know those little cutties. Little cutties. There's 2 80-pound rats. Imagine having that at your house. 2 80-pound rats, and you have guests come over, and someone's deathly afraid of rats. It'd be funny to see them scream. And they just come up like little bulldogs. Or little Frenchies. Ooh, this one was good. This was my favorite one. I remember hearing this when I was in first grade. It's called Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout Would Not Take the Garbage Out. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She scoured the pots and scraped the pans, candied the yams and spiced the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, droopy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, gloppy clumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crust of black burned buttered toast, grisly bits of beefy roast. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk and crust of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last, the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come out to play. And finally, Sarah Cynthia Stout said, okay, I'll take the garbage out. But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state from New York to the Golden Gate. And there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout and always take the garbage out. Sylvia Stout. Hmm. I know it's like when you or family put garbage in the garbage bin. You have parents tell you like it's piling up high. If you have to push the garbage down, you must take it out. So mine's being you check my garbage. Make sure it's not getting too high. Thumbs. Let's check out thumbs real quick. Oh, the thumbsucker's thumb may look wrinkled and wet and withered and white as the snow, but the taste of a thumb is the sweetest taste yet, as only we thumbsuckers know. A wild boar. Wild boar. If you tell me the wild boar has 20 teeth, I'll say, why sure? Or say that he has 33. That number's quite all right with me. Or scream that he has 99. I'll never say that you're a lion. For the number of teeth in a wild boar's mouth is a subject I am glad I know nothing about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, probably. The world may never know. Alright, Lester. Lester was given a magic wish by the goblin who lives in the banyan tree. And with his wish, he wished for 2 more wishes. So now instead of just 1 wish, he cleverly had 3. And with each one of these, he simply wished for 3 more wishes, which gave him 3 old wishes, plus 9 new. And with each of these 12, he slyly wished for 3 more wishes, which added up to 46, or is it 52? Well, anyway, he used each wish to wish for wishes till he had 5,7,018,034. And then he spread them on the ground and clapped his hands and danced around and skipped and sang and then sat down and wished for more and more and more. They multiplied, while other people smiled and cried and loved and reached and touched and felt. Lester sat amid his wealth, stacked mountain high like stacks of gold, sat and counted and grew old. And then one Thursday night they found him dead, with his wishes piled around him. And they counted the lot and found that not a single one was missing. All shiny and new. Here, take a few, and think of Lester as you do. In a world of apples and kisses and shoes, he wasted his wishes on wishing. That's sad. Don't ever waste a wish or an opportunity. So I took from that. If you're given an opportunity, do what you gotta do. So make sure you're wise about it. That's what I would say. For what it's worth. Oh, this is a good one. Crocodile's toothache. I like this one. Let's read it. The crocodile's toothache. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaw so wide, that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist, he just laughed with a ho ho ho, and he said, "I still have 12 to go." Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth, more or less? Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address, but what's one dentist, more or less? I might have to go rescue Mama. I might close on this and make sure there's no other things that need to take care of. Where the sidewalk ends. This would be a good place to start. We'll come back to this again. Where the sidewalk ends. There's a place where the sidewalk ends, and before the streets begins. And there the grass grows soft and white, and there the sun burns crimson bright, and the moonbird rests from his flight to cool in the peppermint wind. Let us leave this place where the smoke blows back, and the dark street winds and bends, past the pits where the asphalt flowers grow. We shall walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and watch where the chalk-white arrows go to the place where the sidewalk ends. Yes, we'll walk with a walk that is measured and slow, and we'll go where the chalk-white arrows go. For the children they mark, and the children they know the place where the sidewalk ends. Thank you for joining me in doing this. I hope we can do some more soon. It's a really fun book. I'll do some more books later on. We'll do some other ASMR stuff together. I'd like to do some drawing with y'all. Y'all don't mind. And I'll talk about other ASMR artists. If you have a question, maybe a request, maybe an idea, I'll look into it. We'll go through this together. Thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you get a good